Welcome to Sounds of Brass.
Now, it's over to Peter Webster. In the Sounds of Brass newsroom, for this week's latest Sounds of Brass news.
The streets of Manchester are about to get even louder, prouder and brassier. Pride Brass, the UK's bold and brilliant LGBTQ+ brass band, has announced its first ever appearance at the Manchester Pride Parade on Saturday the 23rd of August 2025. As one of the largest Pride parades outside of Brighton, England, Manchester Pride is a celebration of love, identity and community. And Pride Brass is ready to bring the noise, the joy and the rhythm to this iconic event. Expect dazzling sounds, infectious energy and a sea of colour as every band member marches in a uniquely designed t-shirt created specially for the unforgettable occasion. We're beyond excited to be part of Manchester Pride for the very first time, said co-founders Anthony Longden Kirk and Robert Venables Greaves. It's a huge moment for us to stand proud, play loud and celebrate with one of the most vibrant LGBTQ+ communities in the UK. To mark this debut truly spectacular, Pride Brass is calling on all bass and horn players to join the celebration. If you've got the chops and the pride, then there's a place for you in the band. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a passionate player looking to be part of something special, now's your chance to shine. Spaces are limited, so don't miss your opportunity to march with Pride Brass in one of the UK's most iconic Pride events. Interested players can get in touch via dropping Pride Brass a message on Facebook or emailing pridebrassuk@gmail.com. That's pridebrassuk@gmail.com. Anthony and Robert included by saying, if you're not a player but still want to join us to wave a flag or carry a banner, the more the merrier. Let's make some noise in Manchester. See you on the parade route. Hot on the heels of an announcement by Bathgate Band that it plans to take over a local nursery and convert it into a music hub for the town, Dysart Colliery Silver Band has revealed a similar scheme to acquire the Glebe Centre through the community asset transfer from Fife Council. The band is leading the initiative in partnership with the Kirkcaldy Gaming Society in an effort to transform the stone-built former school into a community hub for the town. The premises would serve as a permanent base for the brass band with a dedicated space for the gaming society. It would also be available for occasional use by small recreational groups, community meetings and local events. And this is where you can help. The band would like you to take a couple of minutes to fill in a short survey to offer your support for the venture and give feedback on what matters to you regarding the Glebe Centre acquisition. Congratulations goes out to rising Euphonium star Angus Ritchie on winning the coveted Harry Mortimer Award at this year's National Youth Brass Band of Great Britain Summer School. Former lead euphonium with Kirkintall Kelvin Band and the National Youth Brass Band of Scotland Principal, Agnes now plays second euphonium with the world-famous Brigus and Rastrick Band. He gave a stunning performance of Zebikakis from Philip Wilby's Euphonium Concerto and Harlequin by Philip Spark to take the top prize. The prestigious Harry Mortimer Award recognises individual musical excellence within the band. 8 finalists were The section winners from the Katie Ogden solo competition held during the youth band Easter course at Pangbourne College in April. And as the top performers of the instrument, they advanced to compete for the coveted Harry Mortimer Award during the NYBBGB summer course at Oundle School in Northamptonshire. Each competitor delivered outstanding performances in the Great Hall at Oundle, showcasing the very best of youth brass talent in the UK. In front of an esteemed panel of judges composing of Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Halliday, Commanding Officer, Band of the Household Division, Tracy Redfern, Principal Trumpet from the Manchester Camerata, Northern Ballet and Northern Chamber Orchestra, and BBC Young Musician brass finalist, and Martin Brabbins, International Conductor and Champion of British Music. Pianist Martin Parks accompanied all the finalists with exceptional artistry. The Harry Mortimer Award not only included a £250 prize, but also the honour of performing as guest soloist with the NYBBGB Children's Band next summer. Capital Promotions, the organisers of the National Championships of Great Britain, have announced that the first 4 bands at the 2025 Royal Albert Hall National Championship Finals will gain an automatic pre-qualification invitation to the 2026 finale. It reverses the decision made that saw 3 bands from the 2024 event qualify for this year's contest in London on the 11th of October. The Wingates Band has welcomed Captain Andrew Porter to the role of musical consultant. It was confirmed that he will work with musical director Matt Ryan towards meeting long-term goals, as well as leading some rehearsals and workshops ahead of the contest and events. The director of music of the band of the Grenadier Guards, Captain Porter, has gained wide-ranging experience with British Army Band Tidworth, the Irish Guards and the Household Division Band's headquarters, as well as serving in active military deployment to Afghanistan. As a player and conductor, he has also played and worked with many of British leading bands. Musical director Matt Ryan welcomed Andrew by stating, "I'm delighted to be able to share the journey of moulding the band and growing its potential with such an experienced, proven and capable musician. His experience speaks for itself, and I'm delighted he's accepted a role which will enable the organisation to widen and deepen its artistic intent." In response, Andrew stated by saying, "I was delighted to take this role. Wingates is steeped in history, and my own musical journey in England actually commenced with them. The opportunity to work alongside Matt excites me. Both he and the band have a refreshing outlook in their activities. They are hungry to develop, forward-thinking, and not afraid to try out new ideas. Above all else, they are really nice people that have made me feel so welcome since my initial introduction in April this year. I'm excited to see where our collaboration journey will take us." "59 young players are currently enjoying being part of the 5th brass band Vilbrook Academy. Hosted by the current world and European champion, the course has attracted its largest number of attendees, cementing its reputation as a leading hub for young brass musicians across Belgium and beyond. This year, the delegates have been split into 2 bands. The Vilbrook Academy Band is being led by conductor Franz Violet, whilst Vilbrook Academy NXT is led by Wim Becks. Wim is the bass trombone player of brass band Vilbrook, who also wrote The Forest for the Trees, which helped propel the band to the European title in Stavanger in May. Franz and Wim have tailored bespoke programmes for the participants to reflect the different stages of their development. Joining them this year has been tenor horn star Shona White, who has been both a tutor and featured soloist. Academy spokesman Lord Violet commented by saying, "Having Shona with us has created such a positive feeling, offering participants the opportunity to learn from one of the brass band world's most celebrated musicians. We are also thrilled to be able to provide a top-tier team of instructors that focus on individual improvement, ensemble playing and performance experience." The programme includes 2 public concerts, a vibrant marching concert which everyone enjoyed through the street of Lier on Tuesday, and our grand concert on Friday evening, the 8th of August, hosted at the Go Atheneum Lier campus, Arthur van der Poorten. The UK government has announced £88 million of investment in youth services across the UK, including music lessons and other extra curriculum arts provisions. Part of the Labour government's Plan for Change set of milestone commitments, the funding package aims to ensure that every child, no matter who they are, what their circumstances are, or where they live, has the opportunity to participate in sports, arts and other activities. It comes after Cultural Secretary Lisa Nandy unveiled the £270 capital spending boost to the sector earlier this year, aimed at keeping venues running. In a report on the Stage website highlighting the announcement, it said that the package, entitled Building Creative Futures, including £22.5 million to be invested across 3 years in extracurriculum activities in up to 400 schools, including music lessons and arts clubs. £30.5 million will fund programme dedicated to improving youth club infrastructure in areas with the highest level of child poverty, as well as £8 million for a pilot local youth transformation programme aimed at supporting local authorities to provide out-of-school activities for young people. In announcing the funding, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer said, "It's a government. We have a duty to act on this worrying trend." Today's investment is about offering a better alternative, transformation, real-world opportunities that will have an impact to communities across the country so young people can discover something new, find their spark and develop the confidence and life skills that no algorithm can teach. Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy added by saying, "We know that strong local youth services are the bedrock of thriving communities that give our young people safe spaces to learn, grow and reach their potential." Live from the Sounds of Brass newsroom, I'm Peter Webster, and that was your weekly brass band and brass band entertainment world news.